I predict that today will go down as one of the very best days in my life because I am about to play Path of Exile 2. I want to let you know Path of Exile 1 is one of my favorite games ever. I love the progression of it. I love just how, honestly, unrepentantly ridiculous the design is. There's 80,000 nodes in the tree! Do whatever you want. All the gems can plug into each other and then plug into each other 6 times. I mean, it's almost reckless, the design in Path of Exile 1. And I like that, because many of you have heard me rant for years. I'm so tired of games that simplify to the point of a game that is understood in 5 minutes and completely boring after 5 hours. And Path of Exile 2 was announced. I watched one of the gameplay videos that you can see on my YouTube, and that's it. That's the only thing that I've seen. I don't know what the classes are. I don't know what the abilities are. I haven't watched any footage over the last month and a half or so. I took a 6-week streaming hiatus, not just to move, but to do something else important that I'll bring up in a moment. And so during that period of time, didn't play the game at all. So this is my first look. But before I hit this button, I just wanted to note the reason I was taking some time off was to do some final prep for the fact that my game studio got an additional round of funding. We're hiring for the roles there. A gameplay engineer, a game AI engineer, tools engineer, lead character artist, and senior animator. We already have a whole bunch of applicants, but I know that there's a lot of unrepentant Path of Exile degenerates that might be interested in working with us. Feel free to check out the roles right there. Okay. This is as much of the game as I've seen. I've not seen this at all.
Criminals! Your sentence is to be hanged from the neck until dead.
What?
Let your souls feed the first one.
Turning it up.
And your bodies feed the land.
Oh my god, it's all... This is an image of the people that tried to backseat my Path of Exile. Alright, I'm going to turn this back down. Character creation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, is this similar to Path of Exile 1? Sorceress.
You were banished by your Akara for experimenting with the
Okay,
elements.
hold on.
Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows.
How do I get subtitles
Speak
in
your
here?
piece.
Is it under UI? Under audio? I always want sound. Alright, good. Gameplay and background is off. Oh my god, can someone tell me where it is? Backseat me right away. You don't? You know what? That's fine. Sorceress, the elements are mine to control.
Sorceress.
Why fire burns and why cold freezes. They do so because I command it. That's pretty badass.
Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those
Vengeance
gallows.
of the Marika, find those. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I want to do something with frost and lightning. Dude, lightning? Lightning, lightning, lightning. I love this stuff. Warrior.
Foundling. It is a pity
Heavy
to see
slam
you
stuns.
like this.
Don't care. Ranger.
Ranger.
Long range, agility, crowd control. I mean, utterly a snoozer. Witch.
Foul witch.
Minions.
Your very own coven
Chaos.
cast you out for your forbidden pursuits.
Osteomancy.
Twisted necromancy.
Osteomancy.
End of a new
Oh my gosh, if anyone wants to know what writers do in games, they invent stuff like osteomancy, okay? That's so funny, man! And osteomancy. Calling it bonemancy is actually way cooler than osteomancy, but I don't know, osteomancy is so goofy, maybe it's looped all the way back around to become cool again. Osteomancy reminds me a little bit of the mascot, Gritty, okay? Gritty is such an iconic mascot. I don't even know what city, sport, or, you know, I don't know anything about what Gritty represents, what league it is. But Gritty, I know who Gritty is, man. I'm an osteomancer. Alright, so Witch is pretty dope. Mercenary, ammunition, elemental rounds, versatile range. Totally a snoozer. Quick strikes, mobility, combos. Alright, we're the Witch.
Sorceress.
Character's name.
You were banished by your Akara for
Long stretches, please
experimenting
watch
with
the intro
elements.
cinematic.
Arrogance
Wait.
has led you here, and arrogance
Wait,
keeps
is there
you
a-
on those gallows.
How do you... Hold on, how do I watch the intro cinematic? Hold on. Do I have to close the whole game and open it again? Okay, hold on. I'm closing the whole game. I'm opening it up again. Okay, hold on. It doesn't play on PC? It's not in the game? Then I'm not going to watch it. Oh, it's on the wrong monitor. Here we go. What a compelling cutscene. That was truly sick. All right, let's log in. All right, back here again. Yeah! Let me tell you something. If you try to argue to me that I need to go to YouTube to watch the cinematic for a game that's on my computer, I'm not doing it. I mean, I feel like the Wachowskis already did this when they were like, if you want to understand why the Matrix trilogy is so weird to watch, well then you should have played the Enter the Matrix video game in between movies 2 and 3. Like, no. I work a long week. I will just do this one thing and then write really bad reviews. Ha! That's how I feel powerful. Again, I've had a long week. Alright, what's the sorceress's name? You know what? Let's see if it actually lets me do Strider Doom. Which one of you is ruining my life? Which one is it? Alright, Lightning Man. If this works. No! Oh my god! What a nightmare! I can't believe it. Alright. I don't know. What's another good Osteo Strider? You know what? Osteo Doom. There we go. Ah, crap. I'm actually sad. Well, that's her name. Well, guess who got beat up when they were in elementary school? Hi, my name is Osteo Doom. Plot? Wow, your last name's Plot and your dad decided to name you Osteo Doom? Huh. Wow, that's a bad father. Alright. Select a movement type. Wait. Am I a WASD gamer? I'm WASDing. Oh my god!
They
No!
suffer for this humiliation.
How do I get rid of chat? Get me out of here! Wait. Oh, dude, that WASD. Oh my god. Enter. Oh god, help. Okay, wait. How do I get out of here? Oh, D&D. Yes! We did it! Just click global. Woo! I love being alone. Being alone is it. And actually, speaking of being alone, put myself in the middle. Find your way to safety. So, Stunlock Studios, the developers...
You're alive.
Oh, look, sometimes. Developers of The Rising, Bloodline Champions, Battle Right. Stunlock has, like, best-in-class top-down combat. Like, bar none. And they use the WASD and the mouse aiming. Because it feels so good to be able to, like, run in reverse and shoot and stuff. And I remember when I was looking at the original footage of this game, again, the only things that I've watched, there was a lot of abilities that also had movement effects. Like this left-click punch seems to thrust a little bit and fight. Or excuse me, thrust a little bit and then you do the punch. I think that's terrific because one of the biggest issues with Path of Exile 1, I put issues in quotes because I thought it was fine. You get like one movement ability, like Frost Blink, and then you just don't use any other movement abilities because you don't have slot space for it, or there's various other restrictions that kind of prevent you from doing it and so on. And so I like the idea of like movement being peppered into other things. Gingy TV says this guy is bleeding out. Can you just imagine? I'm like walking backwards and punching forwards. He's like, please, for God's sake, I'm right here.
I'm glad to see another living soul.
Miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more.
Oh my.
I would appreciate it if you could...
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Reach Clearfell. Find the Miller.
Death comes swiftly here. I should keep moving.
Alright. Equipment item. Left click to open the menu, and left click to hit inventory. I've been playing these games so long, I didn't even know you could open this up without hitting I. And let me also move my dumb name tag to the other corner. Get this over here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Equip. Pick up with left click, put it here. Dude, look at this inventory art. Dude, that is tight. That is so sick. Hold on, I got a big stick. It just shoots a fireball? And it automatically replaces my melee attack? Dude, I can't wait to just 360 my way through levels.
By Garukan!
Oh my god. Rawhide boots. So I'm actually curious about some of the status effects. So this guy was on fire. So it looks like there's a probability of lighting on fire. What's this? Find Clearfell. Oh, sick. Look how beautiful this map is. Every game needs a map. There's never been a game where I go, oh, there's a map. Oh, that sucks. Like, I am okay if a game has no map, but I've never been let down by a map. You know what I mean? This is so good. Reward? Uncut skill gem. Hell yeah. Can you... I am going to spend some time looking around and just giving a little bit of a moment of remembrance for all developers that tried to release an ARPG within a year of Path of Exile 2. May they rest in peace. For good people who led good lives. Atlantic White says, Dana, I've been watching since SC2 Beta. Wanted to thank you for getting me through some tough times. Sitting here with my sleeping 1-week-old son, feeling happy. Man, I'm thrilled to have you here. My goal is to be a beacon for parents who are up in the middle of the night taking care of their newborns, but newborns that don't understand how much of an issue it is that I curse as much as I do. I want the parents to not care. You know, there's a lot of people that I know that are like, once my son turned 5, I realized we couldn't watch you on the TV anymore. All right, so let's see here. I actually want to go to... Oh, passive skill tree. I'm not clicking on it. I'm not clicking on it. What's the skills panel? World screen? U for map? I have a huge issue with that. There's not that many U's in the word map at all. Okay. Atlas skill tree. Control U. I'm not doing that. Overlay map. I'm home. I have a map. Okay. Let's see here. Social screen. Ugh. Humans. Events. Events. Cosmetics. Options. No. So this, we're not gonna click this yet. M was for microtransactions. That's so funny. Dude, yeah, the microtransaction button is bound to left click. Oh, that would be so good. Skills panel. Lists how many support gems you can have of each attribute. You can only have one support gem for 5 points. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I have 3 int. Firebolt. Launch fire projectile, explodes, and it has those 2 slots, deals 7 to 11. Cool. So, I mean, one of the things that I'm really interested in... Oh, this is an info panel with more data. I see. So, I am really interested in, like... If you have complicated systems where you navigate, you know, oh, how do I manage the gems that I put into things? And, oh, we have these different stats. I feel like there's always a question from a systems design perspective of how do I make sure that players actually do and care about all the stuff. Any Diablo 1 gamers here? Anyone play Diablo 1? In that game, you had 4 stats, and it doesn't matter what 3 of them are, because one of them was vitality. Every time you leveled up, you got to distribute stats however you wanted, and you just kind of needed to know that you just needed a lot of vitality because you'd kind of up and die. And it was honestly a nightmare to play, because you would put all your stats in, like, stuff that would help your damage, because you want to get a lot of strength and intelligence. It was strength, intelligence, dexterity, and vitality. I always want to call it agility, but I think it was dexterity. And then you just suddenly be getting one shot, and it was like, oh, you'll have to know. And there's a kind of education where... Let me just check something really fast. Alright, I heard sound in the background, and I was like, is that my wife? Okay. Because, let me tell you, if you're a stranger here to rob the house, can you just give me 15 more minutes to play a little more Path of Exile 2? Anyways, there's a kind of education that is about punishment, which is like, in the Diablo 1 example, if you didn't put the stats in vitality, then you die! And that's how you learn. But I think good systems design makes everything aspirational. It makes it like, dude, if you want to use more intelligence gems, you need to get more intelligence. And so I'm always kind of looking for that with games. I think this is just really, really cute. Because I think that it's way too easy to create a bunch of stats, a bunch of systems, a bunch of things the player can do, where not interacting with it punishes the player. And I feel like this very often causes people to just quit playing and never touch the game again. And I like aspirational problems. Ooh, if I can figure out how to get enough dexterity, I can unlock 2 more of these gems, which would be great with this combo. And yada, yada, yada. And then I'm going to get later in the game, and everyone's going to be like, yep, see, I told you that didn't matter, didn't I? I'm going to be like, oh.
Fall before me.
Fall before me. Now, I could have the map overlay on, but I just don't want to. So, anecdotally, I've heard... Oh, wait, there's a dodge roll? What? That's right. I'm remembering now. Press 1 to use life flask? 1. As a StarCraft player, I'm programmed to tap that button every 2 seconds. 111, 111, 111. Hold on, let me roll. Is there stamina? Yeah, this game's Dark Souls. Spark? It's a lightning spell.
Power can hide where you least expect.
Okay. You don't sock it into the weapons anymore? This is an innovation. This is an innovation. Oh my god. Listen. Listen, look at me. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to put on some shoes. I don't know why, but I just assumed that when I picked that up, it would automatically equip because my brain's been rotted from ARPGs so long. Woo! All right. Left click to bind a skill. Left click to bind a skill. Left click to... Where? Here? Oh, there. Okay, I see. Oh, I'm going to hit him with the right clicks. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at how... Like, is middle click still get rid of this? How do I remove it? Like that? Alright, the tooltip's gone forever. Alright. Press right click to use your new skill.
Inspiring.
Oh, I forgot my name's Osteo Doom. This sucks. Dude, what does this spell even do? And wait, how do I go to my skills? G. Hold on, let me open it up. DPS 7. Projectiles fired per use 6. 1. Oh. So I think that for those of you that didn't play Path of Exile 1, your weapons would have sockets in them. So I might have, this would have a red socket and a blue socket, and certain skills would be red or blue or green, etc. And so if I wanted to cast the Firebolt ability, I would get the Firebolt gem, and I would literally, like, socket the gem into the weapon. So if I wanted to get this Charged Bolt spell, that I think is called Spark, it's Charged Bolt, you drag it onto the weapon. But the weirdness in Path of Exile 1 was that you didn't really care about any equipment for any other reason than what the sockets were almost the entire game. So you'd be like, here's some garbage boots, but it's got 3 blue slots, and I really need blue slots. So you just kind of jam them in there. And once you got used to it, it's fine. It was awesome. It was so sweet. And, you know, as you get, like, later in the game, obviously you can start getting even better equipment, and that would start to get more and more and more important. But, like, Ruggy says he's rage baiting. I don't understand why. I mean, I'm literally describing the game. Skill point gained, I'm not going to press it. I'm actually going to continue to play the game and not press it. Let me finish my point. Because for those of you who are freaking out, I am describing a new player sitting down, one of the most common weirdnesses that players would encounter is this bizarreness that, wait, but this is a common staff, and I have this rare staff, and you go, no. Keep the common staff. It's got the right slots for you. And so the reason I like this is right away, this is just such an intuitive thing. Like, oh, I'm just going to get some, oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a number I can understand. I have that many fingers. I like this. And it would not surprise me if things get more complex over time, but I'm just generally speaking about, I'm brand new. I really like this for that reason. Well, of course, he's describing the advice given to him when he was new to Path of Exile 1, knowing he was not going to play maps and just needed to finish the campaign. Okay, so let me start a fight really fast. How a game functions when you're like 500 hours deep as an expert player that literally gets powdered monster energy so you can do a line of it when a new league drops so you can get to maps in 18 fucking minutes. So that way you can just begin going, I need my number to go up faster, I need my number to go up faster, I need my number to go up faster. And then when it doesn't go up fast enough, you get on Reddit and you go, this patch is fucking dog shit. I know those people come to the channel and when I make comments like, I like the way that gems are being organized because I think that overly focusing on the slotting of items is a little bit obtuse to a new player, and they're like, that's fucking wrong, I care so much about my items because if I don't, my numbers won't go up fast enough. I understand. I understand that 500 hours deep, that matters. I come from one of the most hardcore games of all time, StarCraft 1, a game that actively hates its players, okay? I understand. I'm obsessed with making sure that my drones get rallied to the correct mineral patch, okay? I get it. But if someone new steps into StarCraft and they say, what unit should I make? I'm gonna say, yeah, make whatever you want. Units in this game are pretty sweet. And that's an okay way to play StarCraft for like 100 hours, all right? What else should I do? I might want to use your keyboard. I get it. I get it. My point still stands. I've never been wrong. This is my channel. Mods, please have everyone ban themselves. All right, now where were we? We're about to hit the P button. All right, here we go. I didn't realize my town opened a new buffet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's some good stuff. Oh, dude, look at this. We even have a little vortex, get some chaos. It's so familiar. It's so familiar and it's so sweet. Here's me. Aww. What can I get? Spell damage or energy shield? You know what? Let me just look up lightning. Oh. What's this? Damage penetration, lightning resistance? Is this damage? So when it says damage penetrates lightning resistance, actual backseat question, is this... does damage mean damage? Like, does this mean... Because in some games, damage means... In some games, damage means all damage. In some games, damage means, like, your... Not right-click, that's the wrong word. Your auto-attack damage. Alt lets me see the descriptions, but not of this, which is what I'm asking about. My question is, what does damage mean? So it's all damage. Nice. Fascinating. Drenched. As extra cold damage? For it to chain? Oh, I hope this game has absolution. I will say, the thrumming nodes are hard to see. Elemental equilibrium? Hits to deal lightning damage, remove lightning exposure, and inflict cold exposure? Huh. It's wacky. Coming calamity? Well, I mean, I'm literally going to tech to this lightning node immediately. Apply the points. Heck yeah. Oops. Dude, did you see me left-click on that, humiliatingly? And did you see you get upset about my comments about slots in Path of Exile 1, humiliatingly? Did you see that? I saw that. We all saw that a little bit. All right. Well, we get to play for 2 more hours. I'm so excited. Let me hit the tab map. Look at that. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoints replenish your health, mana, and flasks. Oh, if you die, you can respawn at the last active checkpoint, but beware, as monsters respawn with you, someone played FromSoft Games and went, we do that now. Excellent. All right, we're going this way.
Fall before me.
Dude, it just feels so good to play ARPGs. And I will say, oh, oops. So I want to see something. So if I do this and I mean, it looks like there are some frames. after I cast a spell where I can't do it. Now, if any of you know, I am a Souls gamer, and I'm also not looking. And so, like, knowing how long an attack is, getting used to what the invincibility frames are of various abilities, I just really like that. Wildcard says, I feel like you took my comment in response to yours about slots negatively. I was filling in the other chatter, thought you were rage baiting. I was here for your Path of Exile 1 playthrough and remember the conversation. Oh, yes. Yeah, you are correct, Wildcard. And, I like being a little over the top because it's fun. And I appreciate you bringing that up, and my apologies. I mean, often I just am getting a giant spray of chat information, trying to parse it as best I can. So apologies, that felt like it was directed straight at you. I didn't mean it for it to be like, oh, someone needs some clarification. And you clarified, and I'm like, let's go in on him! Let's take him out! No, thank you for pointing that out. You just gotta deal with it, bro. Look, I'm wrong sometimes, and I make you the target, and that's life. Welcome to the internet. It's time for it's time for Wildcard to go viral. So, all right, I want to do some testing. So I'm getting wailed on. So this will be easier to test with projectiles, but I want to get a sense of how many and if there's invincibility frames. Literally one of the best things I ever made myself do was in Prince of Persia, Lost Crown, which is a spectacular game all of you should play. That game really wants you to parry. And so I spent a long time just trying to learn parry timings. I mean, that's a pretty generous window of invincibility. Okay, and I wanted to just take damage there to make sure that it's not that that ability wasn't dealing damage for those close frames. That's nice. But yeah, one of the best things I ever did in, like, honestly, in gaming the last few years is just going, dude, Prince of the Lost Crown, it seems to make me, or it seems to want me to parry a lot. Fine. I'm going to sit and just learn parrying in the starting area. My viewership was tanking, man. People were just like, will he do anything but fight the same guys over and over again? I was like, I want to learn how to play again. And the rest of the game was amazing. And some of my other buddies in Lost Crown spent some time, or spent no time learning to parry, and later on were just like, I don't know, the game feels almost impenetrably weird. I can't tell if it's hard or if I'm doing something totally wrong, and the difference between my friends that liked it and that didn't was those who spent time learning to parry. So I'm trying to be a little better about making myself learn things. Checkpoint. You over there. This game looks great, by the way. You there. Dude, I love walking backwards. Oh my god, it's Bloated Miller! Miller is such a common-ass name, man. Hi, my name is John Miller. Oh no, it's the Bloated Miller. It would be like if someone was called the Bloated Anderson. It's a callback. Oh my god, there's more turkeys. The Bloated Anderson. Oh my gosh, dude, the pace? The pace of the combat is great. And what's that little bar filling up? Is that like an ignite bar? What is that, you think? I wonder what that means. I'll figure it out later. And by the way, I'm going to be doing that a lot, which is like, I wonder what that means. Huh, interesting. Occasionally I'll say, hey, please backseat me, but generally I'm not actually looking for advice.
He bore the mark of corruption. I know it.
Alright, so. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, I think I actually have a button for this. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that, I literally have a button. I pressed the button. Leave me alone. Isn't that great? No, don't backseat me. I don't want to. Look, I'll hit the button. All of you are bloated Andersons. I roll out of the way, you bloated Millers. All right, let me... Plus 11 a stun threshold. Okay, Alt. Increasing your stun threshold makes it less likely that being hit by an enemy will stun you. I love how that explains it, but also doesn't explain it at all. What's flame resistance? Flame resistance increases your resistance to flame. Like, very well. All right, dude. Oh my gosh, the scroll wheel does let me zoom in. I look amazing. All right. Oh, I got strong ankles now. Oh, we got max, man, we got fire resist? Oh, that's a circlet? That's not a belt? I'll be honest. I'm not the most fashionable guy. I thought it was a belt. I thought it was a belt. In you go. I love that these two skeletons are just like, oh, look at that crown. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Slay, witch. Slay, Osteo Doom. What does the fire resist tooltip say? That's actually a great question. Where's the fire resistance? Resistance is reduced damage taken of the corresponding damage type. Fire, cold, lightning, or chaos. Up to a maximum. Fire, cold, and lightning resistances are elemental resistances. Player resistance are lowered as you progress through the game. Can be improved with equipment, passives, and quest items. What? Now the thing is that, like, can I just... I'm gonna make a point and then I'm gonna respond to you, Alare. Here's my point. I think one of the greatest designers in the history of video games is Ice Frog. The individual behind Dota 2 and Deadlock. And there's something someone said to me about Ice Frog's, some of the things that are in games like Dota and Deadlock. There's all these really weird, kind of like, what? Like, it's almost hard to wrap your head around mechanics in the game, such as the following. In Deadlock, doesn't really matter if you know what the game is, in Deadlock, there is a tower. And you and your opponent have a tower at the start, kind of battling in lane, and the tower has massive resistance to player damage at the start, and each minute of time that goes by, it gets less and less resistance until eventually it's negative. So in other words, it's virtually impossible to hurt the tower early on, but after like 10 minutes, it falls super easily. Now, why? Here's the line that my friend said that I thought was brilliant. It doesn't matter if on paper it just sounds weird. If it instantly makes the game feel better, just do it. Like, with fire resistance, why do the resistances lower in the game? That's strange. Why not just increase the pierce of enemies' resistances and all this? It's like, dude, no, we put this in because we found that it instantly made the game better, and it doesn't matter if it's weird because what players really care about is having entertaining gameplay. And so every time I see that, my brain just goes, Ice Frog. Because I'm not cool. I'm just walking around all day, just like, Ice Frog. Sean, I got Tupperware so we can store the chicken noodle soup you cooked last night. Ice frog.
Please come inside.
Please. Also, for those of you who are new to this channel, I'm slow at getting through games. But don't worry, because I am going to be playing a bunch next week. See? I don't know why it's not registering that I'm doing this on Wednesday as well.
There is a small trace of hope in the air.
A bastion of hope, even. Hello, Renly.
Renly's the name.
I know.
You're skilled with the violence. If what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee. Well, have no fear.
I'm increasingly...
This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now. And we could sorely use your skills in these dark times.
You'll
I'll
note...
smith for you what I can.
Okay, hold
You're
on.
willing to bend your violence toward our defense?
I want uncut skill gem. I will put it in my pocket.
There's a beast of particular dark
hold on.
power stalking us out in the felling.
Yes.
It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning.
It's almost like a sandworm, but we can't say that for
And I've been
copyright
unable to
reasons.
corner and slay the beast myself.
All right. I mean, part of me is just like, they paid me very well, and I did a good job with voice acting. You'll proceed to skip every line of dialogue I'll ever say, but trust, I did a good job. We all know how to play our
Now, if you
ARPGs.
could channel your violence against
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right. Okay, so creates a skill gem. Right-click to engrave a skill gem.
His burden is heavy. He hides it well.
Coming soon! I can't believe all these in-game advertisements. Oh, dude. Mace, crossbow, sword, spear, bow, quarterstaff, dagger. Creates a pulsing orb of frost. Oh, dude. Sarcastius, this already feels overwhelming. For me... What's a good way to describe this? In Las Vegas, there's a gigantic buffet broken up by cuisine. So, at the brunch buffet, you can get, like, the Japanese cuisine buffet. And then, over here is the... I don't even know what the right term for it is. Just the fatty American food buffet. Spend a lot of time here. Here's the Mexican food buffet. And there's all these buffets. Is it a little bit overwhelming? Yeah. But I love eating, and that's the whole reason that I'm there, baby. That's the reason I'm there. I'm here for this moment. I'm here to just be like, gem cutting. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Frost bomb.
Frost bomb pulses with ice.
Who's this?
Reducing enemies' resistance to cold damage.
It's reading it to me.
After a time, the orb will explode.
Yeah. Oh, let me hit my G button. Q, I choose you. Portals are disabled here. Are there alt skills? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not QWERTY, it's QWERTF. QERTF, QWERTF.
Now is not the time for that.
Oh, we have more with control. Excellent. Dude, it's still difficult for me to remember that it's not... Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. Oh. No wonder they bound M to microtransaction. Hold on, let me actually move my camera here, and I'm gonna press M. Because I don't know, because sometimes when you press purchase buttons in Steam games, it's like, here's your home address and credit card information that's on Steam. Let's show your account page for purchasing, and I always want to be careful. M literally is the microtransactions button. I pressed M and this happened. So let me press M again. Like, you The world map was relegated to the U button. That's sensational to me. I can't believe it. That's so bad, it's awesome again. Yeah, Tyranid says U for universe and M for microtransactions. Dude, that's so good. M for, give us money. And I think that makes sense. You know what? I will honor the developers. I spent a lot of hours in Path of Exile 1. It's M. Yeah, I press U for the overworld. I like that, Razal. Alright, who's this? Zootist? Oh, that's a person.
Welcome, violent stranger. If I don't got it...
Buy or sell items? What's survival?
This? Who knows what prizes await?
Gamble? Oh my god, yeah. How much money do I have? 46? Oh, dude, I'm loaded.
See you.
See you.
Headstrong and overconfident. Like me.
Yeah? Hello, Una. By the way. 5 people are going to understand this reference. There is a electronic musician named Murkoff, M-U-R-C-O-F, one of my favorite composers of all time. They have a track called Una that is one of my favorite tracks of all time. And it is sick. Don't listen to it now. You need to listen to me. But this, Una by Murkoff, is one of the greatest.
Welcome to the camp of the lost, stranger. All this, I fear this land's...
Disenchant items. Alright, I don't know what disenchanting means. Don't care. Buy or sell.
Please, take your time.
Grants level 1 skeletal warrior minion? Can I just buy that? Hail Lazuli Ring of the Cloud. Alright, whatever.
Her mind tends to wander. She reminds me of one of my sisters.
That's well. Oh. Oh. Huh. Trying to learn how to read this map. Not trying that hard, let me be honest with you. So, Renly is...
If you find a... Take a look.
Take a look. I mean, I actually... I just really don't know how the heck to even think about ARPGs still giving me things that I can buy and sell.
Stick to the cairns.
Because my gut is like, any purchasing that you do is done. Or is dumb. You should find everything that you want to find. And then, like, later when I get better, I feel like I can actually figure things out. Frost Bomb.
I need more time. Fall before me.
Rotten Wolf. Dude. This feels good. Is the game meant to be this dark, or do I have my gamma on too low? Seems terrible. Oh, I forgot to sell my garbage. I've done it. I've done it now. It's dark by design.
I can't see that yet.
Whoa! Wait, does it always take that long? I'm sorry. Is that the sweetest shit ever? I'm sorry. I already touched it. Yeah, for those looking to dive a little
I
deeper.
have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site.
Nice.
Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority should be considered
hold
a
on.
traitor and a criminal. Deal with them as you see fit, but bring their bodies back to the manor.
Alright. I carry everything. I throw everything into the bin. Uncut skill gem. Another one. Creates a skill gem up to level 1. Ice Nova. Yes. Engraved. Okay. Get in there. For those who are looking to dive deep into Murkoff's, it's not an albumography. What's the word for it? Backseat me here. What's the word? It's my brain is just like albumography, discography. There we go. Goodness. I strongly recommend Remembranza. Pronunciation notwithstanding. That one is killer as a start to finish listen. Become cold. Osteography. Okay, fine. This has a long cooldown. Okay. Cooldown's good stuff. Yeah. Oh, it actually freezes them? I'm sure reading the card explains the card, but I can't believe that this is true. Knockback enemies based upon how close they are. Casting Ice Nova. Targeting near a Frostbolt projectile will cause it to originate from the Frostbolt instead of you and cause more freeze buildup. How do I get a Frostbolt? What? You can cast it on the bolt? Dude, that's sick. Dude, Apo Koala, I don't even know how to say good in a more strong way for what I'm experiencing, what I'm sensating. I am so amazing. Oh my god, it's children! Quickly! Electrocute! Oh, the children! Roll past the children! They're everywhere! Q-E!
To think they dare doubt me.
Alright, so P. Spell damage. Apply the points. Thank you. It's interesting how already you start to feel some of the rhythm of some of these abilities and how they actually intersect with each other. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a gamer. A vile hag? Oh no! The mother of the parents! Or the mother of the children! Oh, my joke! No! I messed it up! The hag is just like, no, I'm Sue. If you've seen The Substance, then that joke is hilarious. And if you haven't seen The Substance, I don't know if we can be friends. Mudburrow. Oh, we got a Dungeon. Yeah, The Substance is the best movie I've seen in so many years. It's so insane. Apo Koala, you little sweetheart. Are you just like snipe gifting people? How many is that so far? Is that 5? Dude, the Frost Bomb is sick. I mean, it's interesting to feel with the bad dogs how the Firebolt feels better. And against the Swarmies, the Bolt feels better. I just want Frost and Lightning, that's all I want. I'm sorry, oops. Sorry, I hit the U button, which opens up the map. Alright, what is this? 24% increased mana regeneration rate. And 17% increased mana regeneration rate. Can you imagine getting like your test back and the teacher writes B and then a line underneath that puts like C-, and that's hype. There it is. What does it say? Oh. I gotta text my friend back. Alright. Drinking some more water. Sarcastius says, wait, how do those interact? Oh yeah, Sarcastius, I'm so sorry, I forgot to come back to your comment about getting overwhelmed. I genuinely think that the best advice for overwhelming games that I can ever give is just slow down. Because I feel like it's so easy to... I don't know how to wear headphones. 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 I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Hold on. Okay. Thank God. I don't know about you, but I tend to feel a huge pressure to, like, speed up. To get to the understanding, to get to the intuition. Oh, I'm doing the mechanics wrong. So I need to learn this to get that. How do I do... The more that I slow down and stop, the more fun that I have. And speaking of fun, Fairgoth just gifted 10 subs in a block right alongside Apoquala, just sniping one sub at a time. Thanks, Apoquala. Thanks, Fairgoth. A happy Wednesday to each of you. How are you? How's it going, Fairgoth? And Apoquala, I gotta come to you second. But yeah, the way that this reads is this is 24 plus 17 for a total of 41% increased mana regeneration rate. This guy maths. So I have nothing but garbage in my inventory. I also am not really keeping track of mana very much. Bell run, great to see you, man. Whereas a 24% increase by 17%. I'm 99% certain that it is a sum. Wow, we watched this. Have you seen Prime Target?
Everything is wet and
It's a
vile
math
in
show
autumn.
on Apple TV. I haven't. I'm too busy rewatching all of Severance. Dude, look at this guy. Hold on, look how sweet this guy is. That looks awesome. Ow. That feels horrible. Flesh larva. It's so nice to have my body type represented in a game. Oh, it's me! Oh no, look out! Let me drink. Ow! Hit him with the Q. Dude, look at that shatter effect. Wait, look at all these mushrooms. Look at these reactors. I mean, it's actually kind of funny just how slight they are. Whoa, whoa. Hold on. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, hey, hello. I mean, from this vantage point, it looks great. When you zoom in, it just literally looks like the kid that got called on in class when he was zoning out. Oh, hold on! That bomb. Alexander's his first person to notice the mushroom dead. Yeah, I know. In AAA game dev, they're just so specialized. You know, there's someone who literally is the lead mushroom wiggling engineer. You know, I have 15 years of experience in the industry. I'm a technical artist, and I currently focus on reactivity of mushrooms in the surrounding environment, as well as other mycological objects. Did I use that correctly? Or is it osteomycology? That's the study of bone mushrooms. And here I am, just looking at the mushrooms wiggling. Oh my god, I feel so validated.
Fall before me.
Fall before me! Dude, that is so cool. And how do I... Okay, actual question. Is there a way to hover over that top bar at all? Flesh larva of Exile. Yeah, but not very easily. Oh, I'm poisoned. What are my hotkeys? I want to put this down. Oh, that's actually really nice. Inventory full. Wait. Oh, I just make the portal? Hold on. Do I even want to wear it? Let's go to Renly.
Oi, here's what I got.
How do I?
I'll find some use for that.
My back. All right.
Till next time.
Yes.
All right. Actual question: Does this game have a Deckard Cain?
Hey,
Hey. Or do I have to buy scrolls?
Yes. I've collected these over time. What do you think?
Spend all my cash on it. More rarity of items found? Let's compare this. I think the barrel twig circlet of the whelping is way better. Selling it.
Another for my collection.
Another for my collection. I'm a breathy female enchantress, eh? Ghosty says, from Velron, Dana, do you know you still have an active Facebook account posting updates regularly? People comment and believe they talk to you directly. Just wanted you to know. Really? I think I stopped using Facebook in like 2015. That's amazing. Everything's working as intended. I assume it just reposts my tweets or something? You didn't know it's still active? No, I have no idea. Oh, eggs? Eggs, eggs, eggs. Hold on. Eggs. Oh, I love eggs. Eggs, 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 eggs. Dude, I can't wait until all I have is frost and lightning. It's so cool. Auto post my Twitter. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I have a really... Toronto says, how do we know you're not the imposter? And the Facebook Day 9 is real? I'm trying to think of the fastest way to prove to you that I'm me. Maybe me sitting here thinking about it, you're just like, well, that's... Only Day 9 would do that. Trust me, I'm Day 9. Watch this. I like StarCraft. Ha ha ha! No one would believe it's me. But if I just quietly whisper Boner Amanda and start laughing uncontrollably, you'll know it's me. That was awesome! And if you don't know the reference, it's because you're not Day 9. Dude, this, what is this called? Frostbomb? I mean, this feels great. Ow. Woodman's Locker. Just want this to come up.
Fight for spirit!
Alright, so... Find the Devourer and slay it. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, sweet. Okay, hold on. Oh yes, your Strawthon. What is this? Lesser Life Flask? Lesser Life Flask? So, if I hit C, this opens up my character sheet. What does Strength do? Strength is an attribute required to equip most equipment that grants armor equals various melee-aligned weapons and skills. Every 1 strength grants 2 life. Strength does not grant damage to skills, or any other benefits except where it's specifically stated. Very nice clarification. Okay. A collision. Oh, it's so good to see you, Justin. And Apo Koala was asking how I'm doing earlier. Monday, I was flat. I think I got norovirus. Whatever the thing is that makes you unbelievably pukey. I mean, I could not leave bed for like about 24 hours. And then I was able to exit bed, and now I actually feel a lot better. It was like so fast, and so it was here and gone. My stomach felt all hot, but now April Qual, I'm in like literally a euphoric mood. I'm playing Path of Exile 2. I'm going to be doing it next week as well. Life's good. I'm going on a date with my wife tonight. I was worried it was going to have to cancel, and I felt a lot better last night. Still feel better. Woo! Okay, so let's read this. To use most equipment that grants evasion rating, as well as various range-aligned weapons and skills. Great. Accuracy rating. What does accuracy mean in this game? Accuracy is used to hit the target with an attack. It's checked against target's evasion to determine that chance. So I assume there's some equation where it's like evasion minus accuracy equals the chance to hit or something like that. I said that wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. I said it, and part of my brain was like, if you don't correct yourself, they'll laugh at you. But that's fine. I trust that that's what you're doing all the time anyways. Player and minion attacks incur an accuracy penalty based on distance from the origin of damage to the target. No penalty for targets than 2 meters, and up to 9% less accuracy for targets away. Oh, interesting. Okay. Attribute for, energy shield. Grants 2 mana. Wait, it says it grants energy shield. Oh, I'm sorry. Required to use most equipment that grants energy shield. Got it. So I'm an energy shield gamer. Okay, so these are like my basic things. This is twice as much energy. Yup. I wonder what the time is, but I'm sure I'll just get used to it or figure it out later. Many ongoing skills, such as some buffs or minions, reserve spirit. So I have no spirit available to use these skills. I love mana reservation. Can I just say that? I love mana reservation. Like so much. Like, oh my god, I love mana reservation. So the idea of peeling it off into its own thing. Maybe they still also have it, but just leaning more into reservation is great. For those of you that are unfamiliar with reservation, it kind of works a little bit like any slotting system. You know, it's like you can have up to 5 slots worth of, power-ups. Most take 1, but some take 2, or some take 3. There's certain skills that will literally reserve a chunk of your mana. So, like, I have 84 mana. If something says 50% mana reservation, I now have a max of half of that, because the other half is reserved. Some of the mana reservation problems in Path of Exile 1 were it could lead to some weird degenerate things where you'd have, like, 96% of your mana reserved, and you'd, like, level up an ability and you, like, couldn't cast any spells. But, like, overall, I really, really loved the system, because it's just another thing to manage. You know, like, because mana comes and goes, it's just like a, can you actually cast this right now? And then it recharges, but mana reservation is sort of like a long-term thing. So, like, anything that leans more into that, if this game has mana reservation and spirit reservation, dude, awesome. I'm a big fan, whoa, of reservations. Gone up here. I'm also just letting myself enjoy this combat, because this is a lot of fun. And I don't think my life recharges. Let me actually just take some damage. You actually take it.
I'm carrying enough already.
The worst organized inventory of all time. All right. Ah, got it. So it says 34. Well, that stinks. I hear sound effects to the right, but I don't want to go there yet because I want to explore the rest of the dungeon. Ah! Alright, so I wanted to go towards this lightning node, so I will. Spell damage, mana regeneration rate. I'm just gonna do mana regen, because I am the sort of person who just screws stuff up like this. Cast speed? Oh, this is interesting. +5 to any attribute. Ah, I see. What is lightning exposure? Alt? Exposure is a type of debuff that lowers the affected enemy's resistance to the corresponding damage type. By default, it inflicts -20% to the specified resistance and lasts for 4 seconds. Though some sources of exposure can override these values, multiple sources of the same type of exposure cannot stack with one another unless stated otherwise, and only the strongest source of exposure will apply. That makes sense. Multiple different types of exposure. Exposure can only apply to the same target once, so this is increased exposure effect. So is that, like, it was 20%, would be 20% plus an additional 30%, so that would be a total of 26%. Sick. Well, it looks like I'm going this way. I'm marching straight north, baby. La Butibamba says, hey, what do you think of the skill tree? Isn't it a little too big? Or do I think it's a little too big? Excuse me. God, how do I go against a lifetime of habit, to be concise? So, I'm actually going to answer it in this way. I think that my favorite games pick a thing and do it really hard. I really hate games, and this is a very brief bit of a long rant I've gone on before. I want my game to try to give me some type of satisfaction as much as it can. I don't like games that try to avoid frustrating me as much as they can. Like, there's so many games that I feel like are kind of nothing games. Hey, here's a skill tree, but, like, you'll eventually get all the skills. There's only 10 of them. And the order doesn't really matter. You'll beat the game anyways. There's quests and exploration, but we'll mark it for you on the map, and it'll just guide you there. And you wind up with these games that are not dissatisfying. But I don't want to play a game that avoids frustrating me. I want a game that does whatever it's trying to do as extreme as possible. And Winged says you like some challenge. If a game is trying to be challenging, I want it to lean really hard into that. If a game is about customization, I want it to lean really, really hard into that. These weird in-betweener games that have some customization, but not too much because they do want to give some, restrictions to that. And there is some challenge, but you can always turn it down and all this. And there is some... I don't like when games do that. Whatever a game is picking, I want it to lean really hard into. In a game like Path of Exile that is about progression and specialization, I love this because, for me, with respect to specialization and progression, this feels infinite. It feels like I can just learn a bunch of different ways to build. I could play Lightning Witch a million times and it feels like there's still more stuff to explore. And for that kind of experience, that's really exciting to me. If I were looking to play a game, like, hey, I'm just in the mood to play an RPG for a weekend, you know, get back to my usual grind, I would actually be more so like, you know, maybe the skill tree actually is too big. Because I'm only going to play this for a brief period of time, and it feels like I'm not even going to have the time to scratch the surface of it, so boo. Oop, I hit M for microtransactions. I need to remember I need to hit U for map. Or tab is what I want. Alright, I'm going to go back to the... No, this way. Playing Sorceress or Witch. Sorry, what is it called in this game?
The mudworm.
This boss is sweet. Oh. It's ringing our doorbell. I mean, I'm not getting that. Did you guys hear that ding? Who in 2025 rings the doorbell? What? Oh, sweet! Dude, someone's ringing my doorbell. Oh, and it looks like if I walk in that acid, it gives chaos damage. Let me do some charged Boltons. Oh, wait, I have the E ability. Well, I can't really pause it. I can? Oh. Give me a second. Like, literally no one has ever rung the doorbell. Ever. Here I go. It was just some guy. Who rings the doorbell? Who rings the doorbell? Honestly. Who rings the doorbell? That's crazy. Tech says it was Facebook Day 9. Yeah, it freaked me out. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't understand. Because here's the thing, even with food delivery, if you're delivering food, you don't ring the doorbell. You set it on the ground, you take a photo, and a text arrives, and I will meet the food out front when I'm ready. Okay? There's two reasons why the doorbell should get rung in 2025 reasonably. First is if someone who lives in the house is locked outside and they know you're in the house. But the problem is there's a window like there. I mean, literally, I would expect Brit would just like knock on the window. At least my cats to do that, you know. It's great out there. Second reason why someone rings the doorbell is because your house is like on fire or something. I'm completely flabbergasted that there's just a person. A Chance Catalyst says you better not even call without texting first. Yeah, I have a very small list of people that I call and who call me without texting. Jimmy says, what do you want? I don't know, Britt was already talking to him. Okay, so we need to resume. Oh. The tail really owns me. Does this have an AoE effect? Oop, taking damage. Dude, this is just a great fight. This is so good. Like, I mean, the pace of the combat is excellent. I mean, I know I'm like missing half my fireballs. Because I don't know if you know this, but I'm not a gamer. This is my first game. I mean, in so many ways, this is so simple, but it just feels so great to play. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have this ability. I love that Renly was like, I could kill this guy. I bet Renly. The tail. Twig focus.
This was not a challenge. I must travel light.
Well, I know how to travel light. Bye. What is this? This is long quarterstaff. A tuned wand. Twig focus. All right. I don't even know what a twig focus is. Is this like a shield thing? Alright. What's the wand do? Level 2 mana drain. Look how goofy I look. Awesome. Heavy long quarterstaff. It is a hued mask. Augments a magic item with no random modifiers. Regal shard. Okay, so what does this do? This is increased energy shield, increased cold damage, more intelligence, more lightning resistance. I mean, it feels that those statistics feel good. +1 to all fire spell skills. So I don't really know how levels work in this game for abilities. Over here, that's how it's done. Okay, and if I put this out like this. So I see that my spark is dealing more damage than before, but I can't quite remember why which thing is affecting which, and I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I actually want to cover this. 5 damage types is reduced by lightning resistances. Chance to shock based upon how much lightning damage. And what's shock in this game? Ailment, 20% increased damage. Lightning damage from hits contributes chance to shock enemies. High lightning damage dealt. 1% chance to shock. And how does frost work? Oops. Chill. Maximum slow, 50%. All hits that have contribution to chill magnitude can chill, without requiring an explicit chance to inflict, provided the magnitude. I don't know, the frost stuff is just so cool in the game so far. So, I'm doing this. I've been playing WoW late last year, and actually throughout last year, on and off. And in that game, you just pick up everything and you sell everything. And I feel like I need to stop doing that.
Sorry, I was just... Please, take your time.
Give me this. Fire. Maximum life. Maximum mana. This requires level 5. Okay, let me go to my stash. I'm going to put that thing over here. Bam. Trash. Garbage. Didn't even read how that ability works. Nice. Alright.
Yes, I've collected these. Oh, I like this one.
Forgot to use this thing. Wait. Will upgrade your spark skill gem. Okay. Gamer One, I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about systems design. Let me tell you. Okay, so in Path of Exile 1, the way that a skill got more powerful, like the Spark skill, when it goes from level 1 to level 2, it's dealing more lightning damage. And also, it's firing not 6, but 7 projectiles. And they go 1% faster, right? These are the effects. But how did you actually get those additional levels? Well, in the original game, you would just kill monsters while you had Spark equipped. And then it would start leveling more. And so, in a sense, it's just like you're just hanging out, using abilities, and leveling is occurring. So, I want to be clear that there's nothing wrong with that system. I think that I have a lot of fun with it in Path of Exile 1. It's really fun to just be playing, and then it's just like a bunch of your stuff leveled up, and I just go bam, 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 and hit the level up button. I don't think everything has to be choicey in a game. I mean, for God's sake, I have gotten less competitive over time. I love when games just let my numbers go up and give me all the dopamine that I so crave, because I have nowhere else to get it in life. So I like this system, though, for 3 reasons. Not because 3 is a trendy number. It's 2025, lists of 5 are all the rage. I actually do have 3 reasons why I like this. So first of all, it makes the idea of leveling up a choice. I have a level 2 gem, so I can get Ice Nova or Frost Bomb or Spark leveled up. I'm a big fan of that chunky, choicey feeling. Second, the entire game has a lot more chunkiness to it. The entire game is already having things occur much more slowly. When the combat is much more slow, it makes me want to pay attention and care about nuanced differences between the abilities. The fact that Frost Bomb takes a while to explode, and also the speeds of units are wildly different, mean that Frost Bomb has a very clear use case, and it does an insane amount of damage. I mean, look at that. 32 to 44. I mean, that's a huge boost in damage for that Frost Bomb spell. So the fact that the combat is really slow, and I'm already deciding which ability I want to use in which case, that causes me to care about my first point, which is, ooh, which one do I want to level up? Ooh, it feels like my choice. To be honest, when games are way too fast, if you give me a choice, it's hard to even understand or feel it. Or, for instance, let's imagine the game just said, all damage is the same. 10 frost damage is exactly the same as 10 fire damage. It's just aesthetic. In that situation, who cares if I level up one or the other? I just may as well do this. So, I mean, I feel like that interplay of those two, it feels good. But the third reason why I really like it is that there's a level 1. There's a level 1 uncut gem and a level 2 uncut gem. And I'm going to work into the assumption that there are uncut gems all the way up. Shout out to Adam Sandler. I'm going to assume that that's the case. As you heard me say before, I think it's really tricky if you have a bunch of different systems to make sure people actually interact with the spread of things. If there was a single gem called an upgrade gem, and at some point it's like, do you want to put Flame Wall from level 1 to level 2? Or do you want Spark to go from level 30 to level 31? Like, obviously it feels better to go for the higher number and to be very one-dimensional. So, I mean, I think that by having a spread of these levels of uncut gems, it naturally leads me to want to just do interesting spreads of stuff. Siphons power from enemy, briefly hindering them and leeching them. What's hindering? Oh, I'm gonna Frost Bomb Mana Drain.
Ah, fine. Now this won't.
What? I'm sorry, what? Each ability has its own? Okay. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, is this what Christian Bale felt like when he saw that business card in American Psycho? Like, what? Oh my god. I heard in that scene Christian Bale was able to sweat on command. I'm a little bit like that, but I just sweat all the time. Beavu says, let's see Paul Allen support gems. Oh my god. Type keywords here. So, sports spells you cast yourself, tracking the mana you spend to cast them. I see. So this is a filter, huh? Coming soon! Dude, Grinding Gear Games gets it. There's tons of people that open up this game and they were like, Frost Bomb! Yeah! It's a bomb that's made of frost! And there's me, and I'm like, oh, we got charge ball, we're shooting out lots of lightning. And about 8 people were like, you can drain mana in this game? Oh, that's the bee's knees! Those people get 3 support gems, and the rest they'll deal with later, because those 3 people don't represent any audience that matters. Oh, that's so... Wait, show recommended gems. Mana Drain enjoyers are losing their minds right now. We recommend these 9. But if you know how to tie your own shoes, here are your options. Oh. Ah. Excellent. Ugh. Alright, let's see here. Jesus. This is just anything that goes in there? Alright. What does it do? Gain Arcane Surge for 8 seconds after spending a total of 100% of your max mana on supported spells. So that means 10% more cast speed, 20% more mana regeneration rate. You spend all your mana, you'll be able to spend all your mana. What is it, 100% more chance to shock? That's just the increase. Gold is a great conductor. Cost multiplier, 120%? I see. So if I go show me all your gems, because part of me is just like arcane tempo, man. Just give me tempo sparks. This is cast speed and mana regen. So actual backseat question. What's the difference between red, green, and blue gems? Stat requirements. There it is, support requirements. Got it. Because when I was hovering through, it's like 5 stir, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And support, and someone help me read this. This says support requirements +5 int parentheses 5. So does that mean that currently I don't require any intelligence, and if I equip this, it will now require a total of 5? I think that's right. Okay, that's right. Well, let me look at the because here's the thing, like, I'm just gonna look at the recommended stuff for now. Magnified effect. 40% more area of effect? Oh my god, Frost Bomb is sweet. 50% less cooldown recovery rate? What? So I'm gonna do I'm just gonna do this. And I'm gonna try to start using this more. Can I? Bro. This is the game. This is the game. This is good. This is good. I'm in... Jeez, like, I haven't really done almost any gameplay. And up here, my intelligence lets me use up to 4 of these. I can use up to 1 dex. I can use up to 2 stir. That's... The game is good. Mr. Angrize, the support gems have no levels either. It's great. Oh! Oh! Praise be. Chris Wilson. Oh, yes. Inventory, gotta sell some stuff. No, I throw all my garbage in the trash. Take a sip. Did I lose my TP scroll? It's gone, huh? Well. Alright. So I was out for way too long, so I guess I just go to Clearfell. So I can't go into here. Doesn't really matter. Bed of the Rotten Pack. Alright, go there. So... Hey, that's not bad. Nice. Woo! Oh, look at me, I'm draining him. Oh, dude, this is... I can imagine if I was doing my damage with frost bombs, like if I'm doing this, and I want to, like, turbo slow him to make sure he stays in there. Honestly, that's sweet.
I have received reports of a number of...
My reports have been received. Hold on, hold on. Come here, I'm gonna drain your mana. Right, give me your mana. You vile hag. Suck bomb! Excellent. Oh, Sinvicta. Great to see you, man. I am literally having the most amazing time. Why am I picking this stuff up? Yeah, the wand gives plus to fire, unfortunately. Bob Lazine says, what about the story of this game? Unfortunately, I mean, when it comes to why I want to play this game, it's... I just love the grind and the mood and the vibe. Fear of the Rotten Pack. Sleep in ice, wake in snow. Sleep, my pretties, as you grow. If you holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I really think that the story, ARPG stories belong in wikis. That's such an offensive thing to say. I mean, more earnestly, I think that, like, the Diablo series, I just adore for the story and the world. Oh, you go. Like, I truly think it's, like, probably my favorite Blizzard IP. And I don't really have a good reason for why I never really read about or got into the Path of Exile 1 story. I just think it's like the gameplay was so good that it's... I don't know. It's like when you have that restaurant and there's the one thing you order, and every time you go there, you're just like, I'm gonna get the same thing I always get. And then after you do, you're just always happy. Someone's like, oh, you haven't tried this other thing? And you're like, no, I never had the opportunity to. Favorite Blizzard IP? Well, IP is used a little liberally. What I mean is, like, it's my favorite story of the Blizzard stuffs. Oh, hey, Bira. I assume you're fine with Frost. I can dodge. Head of the Winter Wolf. Gimme, 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 gimme. Why is she so tall? You know. Sometimes you just get long. Makeshift crossbow. Head of the Winter Wolf. Where does this go? Quest items use progress story. They cannot be sold or stashed, but can be discarded. Discarded quest items can be reobtained from their original source. Alright. Also, mods, I see you getting them. Get them, mods. Ooh, Cataclysm Core. Ooh. Alright. Oh my god, more Frost stuff? Yeah. But is this one-handed or two-handed? Level 1 freezing shards. More max mana. Ooh, crap. So we're really going to be comparing this against that. This is more intelligence, lightning resistance, energy shield, cold damage, cast speed, intelligence, mana regen. I'll do this for now, because, like, why not? I mean, I'm here to mess around. Mana drain was pooey. Awesome! We're staying on this. Okay, wait, hold on. G? Yeah! Oh my god. Oh, my life is awesome. Okay, so... grants plus 10% to cold resistance, right-click to crush it, undoing the Crone's Curse. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. Woo! Oh, hit it with the right clicks. How did you stop the Crone's Curse? I hit it with the right clicks. Oh my god. Rusted. By the way, I learned that this is pronounced cuirass. It is not a cuirass. It's not a cuirass. It is a cuirass. Okay. If you pronounce it any other way, you are a Dumas. And I know this because I called it a cuirass for a long time. It is a cuirass. Clear fell?
It is strange to think. The Vestiri was once home to such forests. You are nothing.
Okay, what does this ability do? This is insane. Damn. Uh-oh. This game's giving me all sorts of frost magic, man. I just missed the guy at point blank range. Look at how cool that is. Frost magic is so dope. I mean, come on, that's dope. Oh, man. Look at that! Ah! Dude, this is so dope. I mean, my abilities are so cool. Listen to the audio. That.
By Garu-Khan!
By who? The Karo Khan. Okay, so I'm curious about, for those of you that know more about the video game than I do, what's Grinding Gears' current early access plan? Because, you know, when I think Path of Exile, I think leagues, I think new systems coming out at a regular clip, I think, you know, that stuff. Late game mapping, so on and so forth. They add 6 more classes, 12 more months of early access. Let me at least see. Okay, sick. By Garu-Khan. Alright, cool, great. Thank you, Ghosty. Great thinking. Dude, look at how cool I am. Dude, I mean, because, I mean, a lot of the early Charged Bolt stuff, like, I'm literally talking Diablo 1, Charged Bolt, they only emit it out from you. But the fact that these, like, arc backwards is just so unnecessarily awesome. Like, this is sweet. Frosted Werewolf Sprout. Periodically unleashes ice. You know what? I freeze you. I periodically release ice, too. This game is the greatest. Hey, how do melee classes feel in the game? I assume super satisfying. I mean, that's... For my, you know, my very loose little baby opinions, I mean, whenever there's an ARPG, I'm just like, alright, well, I'm obviously not going to do a melee class. I so badly want an overpowered melee dude. Ooh, search a Growlwood for evidence of the count's activities. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's just that when I'm happy, I get so bored. Now, the reason I'm casting abilities versus other ones is aesthetic. that. Look how sweet that is. What? Oh, get out of here. This is new random modifier. Got it. Sure, what are you? .45 armor? I mean, why not? Give me the HP. Strength does give HP, yeah. Going to unlock Flame Wall. Oh, Esan Fury. Be still, my being.
By Garukan!
By Garukan!
My way forward is clear.
Easy. Like grab Thar's hammer. I mean, that's so awesome. And then these guys, I just freeze them. Oh, tense crossbow. Well, doesn't have the stats I want, don't care. I'm only getting rare items from here on out, man. Actually, wait, I need to... So let me actually take a quick peek here if I go to my inventory. So... gloves, 2 rings, and a belt. That's what I need. Gloves, 2 rings, and a belt. Idrico said, I love playing melee, especially warriors in RPG, but I don't know why both Diablo and PoE always make warriors so bad. I mean, yeah, I just don't have enough context to even appreciate why. Dude, I mean, just this collection of abilities is so fun. Absolution is still my favorite thing ever. It's like my favorite ability in any ARPG. So wait, if I go... Okay, question for you. What is the way to look at what gems can be crafted? Because I know if I have a gem and I hit craft, it shows me the menu. Can I, like, see that menu right now? God, my lips are so dry. I'm, like, Mondo dehydrated. Do the gem? Okay.
This tree has an abundance of energy.
Hello. Oh, well. This makes me reminded that I need to replay through Disco Elysium. Summon Una by Murkoff.
What happened here?
A guy was hung. Are you kidding me? Like, it's so clear to me.
This shade. Is it still? There is a friendly one.
Find the red veil.
The old magics will protect.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang in their clutches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat, their lungs no longer fill with air, and their flesh is no longer warm.
Find the entrance to the Red Veil in Grelwood. Search the Red Veil for obelisks of rust. Because it's funny, in FromSoft games, I only ever played melee characters. Good old sword and board gaming, baby. And then in ARPGs, I only play spammy spellcaster. Yeah. Yeah. Did I see the trailer for PoE 2? I'm trying to think of what I saw. I saw like this 45-minute gameplay demo.
The very trees tremble with sickness.
Bramblegast. Those things are sweet. This guy's kicking my bramble ass.
Stay still.
I'm doing it. I'm owning. Oops.
Waste away. Back to the soil. I must travel light.
Oh god, the wrong button. Woven focus. Alright. Tetris. I'm sure there's a way to do this, and I'm certain I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I'm tired. Alright, so let's see here. No belt, though. Thorny chainmail. Is there a way to do this? There's not actually a way to do this. Look at that. Let's do this. Hello.
Sorry. Well, these are just some odds and ends of mine.
Let me, control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oops. Oops. Ooh. Oh, oh, God. Oh, no. Oh! This one seems awesome, so I'm just gonna keep it. Maximum life, life regeneration. These just seem better. So I want to sell you this.
I will treasure it.
Alright, see ya. Bye. Alright. Au revoir. Alright, bye. We did it. This is... Yeah. Let me go to my stash. Do I even have a... I do have a tab for some of these things. Not worrying about this. I mean, I want to try out this ability. In you go. R, why not? Alright. No need to go back because we're done. Alright. Going back with an empty inventory feels good. Alright, let's see what this thing does. You're gonna need to hit the correct button. Sick. I mean, all my buttons are awesome. Sweet. Yeah, dude, I feel powerful. I feel awesome. A vest? Oh, thrilling.
I must quicken my reflexes.
Oh, dexterity. Brain about his buttons? Dude, you know it. Why not? Hot dog. Oh, we got an amulet. Ship it. I don't know if you know this, but I am all about life regeneration right now. Look at this. Where's my life regen? Right, let's go. 4.3. Let's go. Hey, I see chat getting ready and eager to backseat. We haven't gotten the chance to say it in a little bit, so we'll say it now. We are trying to steer free from backseating. But occasionally I'll look over and be like, hey, actual question. Can you help me out with something? I'll be pretty clear about it. But a lot of times I'll just be muttering to myself, huh, I wonder what this is. I wonder what that is. I wonder what this is. Oops. Is this, like, for instance, here's an example. I might come down here and go, wait, is this...
Blocked for now. But I sense more than just life in these vines.
Sure. So, like, for instance, the way that I might mutter to myself is I might go, oh, wait, can I get in here? Can I advance through this area? Oh, no, wait, the vines are blocking it. Okay, cool, right? You know, like one of those sort of things. Also... Okay, what in God's name is how? Okay, there we go. Gotta click on it. There it is. Dude, just casting my abilities feels so great. Wait, can I hurt myself? Cowardly developers. The cowards. There's be friendly fire in this game. Dude, this ability is sick. Santa View! You know, one thing that I really appreciate about any good game, I just love when a game, right at the outset, lets you play the game. And feels like a game that you are playing. The number of AAA releases in the last 10 years, man, you open that game up, and it feels like you are just listening to a tutorial interspersed with cutscenes of two people you don't care about fighting to create conflict, so I'm supposed to care. And then about 2.5 hours in, you get to play the game. I am certain that I will get so many more abilities. There will be so much more complexity. There'll be a lot more interesting challenges. I mean, I know this. But still. Well, let's see. Let's just go this way then. But, like, right now, I'm having a blast. I'm having so much fun. This is awesome. I'm just gonna sell stuff, man. I still like my lightning abilities. I think Spark is fading. I'm gonna go down this way. It's a really nice looking map. Ooh. The red. Oh my God! It's the Red Veil. We owe Red Veil. Let's go. Sure looks is fun on day one, isn't it a prerequisite? So.
I thought the Ezomites buried their dead. This must have been some battleground.
All right, I got 20 more minutes until it's go time for me. Until it's date night. So first of all, sheer luck. There's a certain development property that, I mean, let's actually think about the realities of trying to make a video game. Let's say that we're working on some sort of single-player experience. We'll sell it for $60. When is the best time to make the tutorial for that game? Probably very close to release. Why? Because we know what the game is. If there is a game where the combat went from slow and plodding and Souls-like to super fast and action-packed like Bayonetta is, and, you know, it was trying to find its way, if the combat team's still doing that, we don't want to make a tutorial, because we don't want to have to put in a bunch of work and then throw it out. So, a common pattern that happens in development is we have this long to make the game, the deadline's coming closer and closer, and at some point we go, oh my gosh, we need to make a tutorial. That's okay, we allocated some time for it at the end. Let's go to all the departments that have their different systems and say to them, hey, let's make sure that you get your system introduced in the tutorial. And it's very common that you have the game done, and then you just take a tutorial, put it at the start of the game, ship the thing. Now, that's from a production standpoint. What this can do is this can wind up creating this odd, awkward, sort of feeling disconnected kind of tutorial at the start of the game, and then it feels like you actually start the game. Now, this is not how it happens all the time. This is not every development, but this is an example of one way in which a game can have its first few hours be kind of a snoozer. I remember Remnant 2, when I played it, it did feel like there was this game that someone made that was cool. And then they just put this very long in-town sequence where you go and you talk to old Bessie, who's upset about something. She's going to show you how to do blacksmithing. She says, go talk to Wayne up in the tower. Go to Wayne. Wayne's just like, I hate old Bessie. Here's a little story about me and that person. But let me show you how to do editing of your abilities. And you just do this for like 2 hours. So, I mean, I genuinely believe that almost all, I shouldn't say almost all, a large amount of problems that games have when you play them and you go, that didn't seem good, that didn't seem fun, that felt awkward, is not because there was an idiot at the studio going, this bad shit is good. It's rather they just didn't have the time. And, I mean, obviously, Path of Exile 2 has had the opportunity to do a really long development, and it's felt utterly seamless for me. And so I have had, I mean, I know I'm slow, and so technically I've been playing for just over 2 hours, but I've probably only really done like 45 minutes content, an hour of content, due to tangents like this. But I'm having an amazing time. I'm like casting spells. I'm getting the opportunity to pick gems that do meaningful changes. Refined arms. And what I'm pointing to is not if, developers should choose to do this instead of choosing to do that. I deliberately chose an example of a game that was trying to be as smart as they could in their production timeline, so they waited till the end and they appended it to the front of the game. I'm not trying to say anyone that has a bad first 3 hours is choosing to do it poorly. I'm just observing how nice and refreshing it is to play a game where I'm just having a great experience right off the get-go. Dude, look how close these checkpoints are. Dude, these guys? Uh-oh. Got some refined arms again? I should probably not do that in this game. What are these? Oh, this is my posture after a week off and grinding TV shows. Literally, I just love sitting on the sofa, leaning back, peeling open right along the breastbone of my body, and just dumping the pizza directly into the tummy. Feels great. Obelisk of Rust. I prefer Golang. Investigate. Oh, video game. Video game. Fire! Set them on fire! Throw the frost! Throw the frost! Look at how awesome that looks. With that tree in the way. Get out of the way. Runed girdle.
Ugh, the dead seem to rise in every direction.
Indeed.
No matter.
Dude, I mean, this is just awesome. Oh! Ooh! Oh! What is this? 20% spell damage and intelligence? Consider my points applied. I'm going straight to Path of Storms. Ooh, a rusted chest. I'm just doing this. Look how cool this looks. I don't even think I'm hitting enemies anymore. Dude, after playing Deadlock, it's really difficult for me not to want to jump mid to the end of a roll. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that a slot? Oh, we got fucking slots! Yeah! Woo! Oh, show me what I got. Armor and energy shield. What does this give? Life and it doesn't have a slot. These are my shoes now. Ooh, more like swab bracers, am I right? Pow, there it is. Bop. You know what? Let me identify some helmets. No. Maybe. I mean, that's actually pretty good. He hath done it. He hath the runed girdle. Alright, 15 minutes, I have to leave. So let me start playing this like an actual Path of Exile player. And just start running with the map open.
Desert fire!
Sometimes we make bad decisions. Alright. There we go. Well, I might have some regrets. Dude, WASD and aiming is awesome. This is just a better system. Alright, maybe I aggro too many people. Okay, bye-bye.
That voice, it is bound to this place.
Gabe Ultra says, do you have any thoughts on the Heroes of New Earth revival? I wish them the best. I'll check it out. Hopefully it's on Steam. So, I mean, I sort of have a mixed set of feelings around it. Oh, look at that. Obelisk of Rust.
The last of what I'm seeing.
In that, you know, there is a part of me. Oh, there's a whole king here? Alright. I can defeat this in 15 minutes, probably. Oh, dude, look at that. I'm freezing him.
Not yet.
I keep using shift to dodge roll because I'm, again, completely deadlock filled. Spark is pretty nice here, to be honest. Like, I think that there's a huge part of me that loves the idea of niche communities getting support. Like, oh crap.
Now, Battle Lord, accept your death. I must travel light.
If I leave, does this stuff stay here? This is an actual question, because I want to do this quickly. It does. Excellent. BRB. Alright, let me do this really quickly, and then the last thing I'll do is answer this question, and then I'll close out.
Yes?
So, don't want this. Oh yeah, it's not magical. Leave me alone. Get out of there, out of there. I don't know what any of these things do.
I've collected these over time. Oh, I like this one. Another for my collection. Thank you.
Oops.
Hello.
Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on.
That may hold what I seek.
Okay.
Area spot. I would have.
Huh.
How was this man able to craft these? He is more gifted than he knows.
Okay, so this. Kraken post.
Stick to the cairns.
Oh. Oh. So this says to attacks, but what is an attack? Attacks are skills that directly use your equipped weapon to damage enemies. Spells are not attacks. Oh, man. So this is not an attack. Whatever. I mean, I'm devastated, but what can you do?
Renly's done a fine job. Finn makes fun of my collection. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Exile.
666. All right, almost done. Here we go. Get that over there, and then now we have to reward ourselves. So, none of these have, in the top left, I'm looking at these tags, none of these have, like, an attack tag on them. So, I mean, I'm assuming that because it says spells are not attacks, they don't apply. Which I think is a completely logical thing to say, and we click this. Frostbolt, Orb of Storms. Dude, you know what? We'll do this as the first thing we do when we get back tomorrow. And as a reminder, I am going to put up the schedule real fast here. Tomorrow we're doing Path of Exile 2, and next week, again, something's going wrong with the load on the calendar, but I'm likely going to be doing Path of Exile on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, but at the very least, Wednesday. So the question was, what do I think about the fact that Here's a New Earth is getting a sort of relaunch? Don't leave the quest item behind if you didn't grab it. Wait, what are you talking about? It's right here, right? Okay, before I move on, stop trying to backseat me. I have the quest item, right? It's done. Yes? It's completed. Yeah? Jeez. Leave me alone. All right. No more talk about Path of Exile 2. So, what do I think about the fact that Here's a New Earth is getting a kind of relaunch associated with it? So I kind of have some mixed opinions on it, because, frankly, I'm a huge idea of like preservation and support for niche communities. You know, like over the last few years, we've even looked at like competitive Total Annihilation, original competitive Total Annihilation. StarCraft got a StarCraft remaster because it was way too difficult to just find matches and play there. GOG.com. I buy so many games off GOG because I love the fact that I can just play some of my childhood favorites and they actually run on modern systems. And so Here's a New Earth from S2 Games was kind of like the first MOBA to hit the scene. I think it actually landed before League of Legends, maybe? I want to say. And it was huge, you know, 2011, 2012. Yeah, because there was Here's a New Earth tournaments at NASL that also had StarCraft tournaments. And the idea of some kind of relaunch that breathes new life into it by making it work more easily with modern stuff. And when I say modern stuff, I mean that could be anything from making it run better on current systems, that could be updating the server and the networking to make it the same game, but it's running at a faster tick rate, something like that. I think that's awesome, because, I mean, literally, it doesn't matter how similar Here's a New Earth is to Dota or League of Legends, that collection of heroes is going to naturally create a certain type of gameplay you can only get in Here's a New Earth. So that's on the, like, hell yeah, that's awesome news. On the downside, it depends on what the intention is of the company behind it. Let me take Good Old Games. I guess they're just calling themselves GOG now. GOG.com. GOG.com is every single old amazing game that you loved, and you can buy them for a few bucks. They're not looking to create any one game. We're make or break, depending upon how many copies of Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos we can sell. They're not that. They're just trying to make sure that it's almost this enormous library that has the support it needs to sustain itself. I have seen attempts to do relaunches of games that feel a little bit like a game that was kind of that was done, and then it kind of like came back and then shut down again. Because it was the devs trying to do some kind of potential, hey, maybe we can get really rich if we relaunch that old game that's shut down. And it's just like re-devastating the community again. And so something like Heroes of New Earth 2, if you said to me, hey, Sean, there's going to be a new MOBA coming out. Let's ignore the fact that it's Heroes of New Earth 2, or some Heroes of New Earth Remastered. If you say, hey, there's a new MOBA coming out, my brain immediately goes, how do you get anyone to stop playing League of Legends, Dota 2, Heroes of the Storm? I don't know, it's kind of tough, because, for instance, I am not a MOBA player. I play Dota 2. If someone says, there's a new MOBA coming out, I go, interesting, and then I only play Dota 2. Deadlock is an example of a game that is so different from Dota 2. It's a third-person shooter. The progression system's quite different. It has a lot of familiarity from Dota 2, but it was different enough to make me go, ooh, I want to try that out. And so, part of me has kind of this like, I hope it goes well kind of thing, because again, I'm such a huge believer and supporter of the idea of preservation and making sure old games work on new systems. Does anyone know what kind of companies doing the relaunch? I mean, I literally saw like on Twitter, here's New Earth, and I was like, oh my goodness, and then I tweeted that I was live and down here. That's like literally as much as I know. And I will also make a point that is kind of unrelated. I think not every single game needs to have a gigantic community. Like, I played StarCraft 1 for years and years and years and years and years and years when there was like a tiny non-Korean scene. And it's like the best thing I did with my youth growing up was doing that. That's great. I mean, I literally spent tens of thousands of hours playing the StarCrafts because they're just so unbelievably awesome. And at no point did I go, well, if the player base isn't big enough, I'm not going to keep playing. It's just this game that just constantly had more interesting stuff in it. Hooray. So I kept playing it. And I like the idea of something like Paragon shut down, and then they did like a remake. Predecessor was the name of it. And a lot of the old Paragon players were over there playing Predecessor. Just, my understanding was it's like a really cool thing, and all the Paragon players are happy. It was like a really big community effort. It was my understanding. I don't know if that's right or not, but like, assuming it is, that's the sort of thing that I'm like, heck yeah. And I would want that for Heroes of New Earth, or for any game. And so, with that, I just want to note, I am going to go, but I will be live at 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow and all next week. And I am so over the moon at how good this game is. Let me just say, exit character selection. And I'll see y'all then. Eh? Bye. Bye.